Yo guys, I'm Truzuo interacting too. I made the world's most powerful soccer shooter. This is by IdidAThing. Let's check it out.
Hey, going.
How's it going?
Today, I'm answering the age-old question of
what in the world?
if I put a gun on the bottom of my soccer shoe, will it make me better at kicking?
I don't think so, but let's see it. Oh no. This is like his
Right, the real reason
pool
I'm
stick,
making
bro.
this is I got a new tool, a milling machine.
Ooh.
Of course, the first thing I want to make is a gun. But I'm Australian and they won't let me. So I figure this soccer boot is a good middle ground. And if you don't know what a milling machine does, it was one of the first great machines invented by humanity that grinds grain into flour.
That is true.
Mine is pretty good at that, but it also uses these multi-directional cutting bits to cut metal in any direction you want.
So satisfying though.
Alex?
Oh. What is he doing, dude? How does he come up with this shit, dude? I swear to God.
Hang on. You aren't milling yet. You're dreaming. You still need to get it off your ute.
Oh,
and
no.
buying big machines is very easy, but moving them is the hard part,
dude,
which is why I put off getting a milling machine for so long. And after 6 hours of pushing, pulling, cutting into my tray, and regretting that I'm not a cooking channel, we finally managed to get the milling machine on the engine hoist and onto the stand.
Engine hoist?
And I really did consider just keeping this 500 kilo machine in the back of the ute and then traveling Australia, making a mobile service for kids that need guns and their bicycles fixed. But to do that, I need to learn how to use it first. And in order to get accurate cuts, I first need to line up this vise so it's completely perpendicular with the milling head. And to do this, I'm going to use this dial indicator, and I'll let you in on a little machining secret. You touch it on this side, and then make it 0, and then you run it all the way along the vise, and then you just turn this to 0. And now, no matter how wonky your vise is, it will always read as being straight. And now I can start. And I'm going to use this bandsaw to cut the metal down first. And here's another hot machining tip for you. Place a spring under the bandsaw to soften the fall of parts when they've finished cutting.
Dude, is that a shock? Dude, this guy.
Okay, now my part is hidden somewhere within this metal block. Sorry, this metal block. And it's time to take the first cuts, which at first I was excited about. But then I learned that milling is mostly using these things to constantly make sure your parts remain square every time you move anything
That is
around.
true.
But luckily my milling machine also came with this digital readout that makes working with the machine so much easier.
Dude, what in the world? That you can literally do tangents on this thing. The whole ass calculator. God damn. X, Y, Z, multiplication, division, square roots. Like, whoa.
Easier.
Thing's crazy.
Is type in what I want, and then the machine does all the work.
Freaking type boobs on it, bro. This guy. No way he actually is 3D printing out or milling out a freaking the body, bro. It's surprisingly accurate. Dude, this guy is not real, I swear. Dude, what is this guy doing?
Okay, I've faced one side. I've now discovered something pretty annoying about milling. It produces and throws the sharpest metal chips out of
that's why you wear shoes.
Which makes being barefoot in the garage very fun.
Dude, it's literally in his foot. Oh my God.
I have exactly the same piece I started with, except it's flat. Then I just cut out some chunks with the bandsaw while I worked out what I'm actually doing. Now the plan is to have a shoe, and then underneath I have this mechanism which slides. And
kind of like the pool stick
that will get squished when the ball hits the front of the mechanism, and then they go off blasting this hammer out the front.
Him using these blank rounds cannot be good. I swear he's gonna put more holes into the ceiling, bro. Like with the hammer he made as well.
The ball. So I tidied up the side parts and then drilled some holes. And even though I have a digital readout to tell me exactly where the middle is, my holes are still off center, straighter than they usually are though. Next I made the hammer, which is going to make contact with the ball. And I'm going to use this spear gun shaft for the pistons, which is made out of super strong steel, and then press fit it into this block.
Spear guns, dude, actually are insane, bro. They're, like, things are like durable as hell.
And press fitting is just a fancy way of saying that I'm just going to hit it really hard with a hammer until it squishes in and hopefully stays in there
like a
and
damn
doesn't
crossbow.
fly out and kill me or any passerbys whose families might sue me. But I got ahead of myself and forgot that I wanted to cut some grooves into these pins to put some O-rings in, so that way I'll get a nice airtight fit in the barrel. But before I could put it in my lathe to do that, I forgot again and hit in the other pin.
What are you doing,
But
bro?
that's actually a good thing, as I already get to do my first test and see how fast the blank rounds get the hammer to fly.
Here it goes. It's gonna end up in the ceiling again. This is just like the hammer. Oh no.
Okay, now with some rounds in it while I cower behind this wall.
He didn't even have rounds in it? Oh my god, it worked first try. At least he put a mat there. He put the mat on the ceiling like last time.
Is that loud? And I got 26 meters a second, but that was only with one round going off, which is not fast enough. It's only 55 miles or 90 kilometers an hour.
Oh my god, I mean, see the keys fly off.
With a tab welded on the end to squish the rounds better.
Damn.
And I set off both rounds, but the chronograph wasn't on. And before I go any further, I need to know how fast I can kick a ball. So when you look it up, the fastest kick ever is 210 kilometers an hour, which is pretty impressive considering how pixelated this man is.
And the ball barely moved.
Now me.
Why are you barefoot again?
And I can kick a soccer ball at 28 meters a second, or 100 Ks, 63 miles an hour, which is annoying since I'm faster than the device so far, even though I'm barefoot and didn't have a run-up. So my plan now is to make a back plate that holds in the shells and stops the gas from escaping out the back and forces it all down the barrel. This is where he
drilled holes in the pool stick like last time.
And to do that, I started by making a slot
blew the whole thing up.
And when I'm using a cutting bit like this to take material off the metal, there are two ways to do it. The more dangerous way, called climb cutting, where you push the material into the bit in the same way it's spinning, and the safer way is pushing the material into the bit in the opposite way it's going. However, I usually forget which way I'm going, so I found it's easier to just break a bit.
Dude,
to let me
I swear, every time he uses any of these machines, the machine breaks, or he breaks the thing he's using to actually create whatever he's doing. In this case, the drill bit. Did he broke something off inside of the thing before, I'm pretty sure. And then the lathe broke.
And I'm not sure why I look so stressed while using the mill, but it's probably because I expect
I mean, he's at least using face shield now.
Okay, slotted piece done. Now I just need to make a T-shaped firing pin to go in that. And I'm going to do that using a piece of tool steel, which is the hardest metal I or anyone in the world has in their garage. So hard that it removed all the teeth on my bandsaw without scratching the metal when I tried to cut it. I had it in there for 20 seconds, and there are no more teeth left on my bandsaw.
Oh my god.
And my milling machine didn't like it very much either. And eventually, after 3 hours of slow, horrible cutting where I was only taking 1/10 of a mil off at a time, while the machine was screaming in my ears telling me to stop, I eventually cut out this firing pin, which after cleaning up will go inside the slot.
Fuck me. Did he suck it up in the vacuum cleaner?
Why is there a spider in there?
This guy.
Okay, after another 3 hours of milling, I got this firing pin, which I tapped some holes
into. No way he just remade it. No way.
Now I also want a way to hold the hammer in, and I'm going to use magnets.
Okay.
So I cut a slot in the device and then attempted to cut the magnet, which I wouldn't recommend doing in this way.
Cutting a magnet?
Now the milling machine is covered in a beautiful, really abrasive magnetic dust that sticks to everything.
Yeah. That's how you make magnetic hammers and like nails so they stick to each other. Like when you're like doing it, that's how they like make it so it's like the force of it will like gently stick and without like completely sticking to it. But my guy did like the whole thing. Oh my god. Why not just cut it?
Okay, it's time for a test with this setup, and I'm hoping it's faster than the last, as the gas shouldn't be able to escape out the back, and also the hammer is held in, which should increase the pressure. Dude, if you hear me screaming, going... Just that one.
Just that one. Oh, I just noticed the Beyblade is on the table.
Just that one. Please work. 3, 2, 1.
Oh!
And that was awesome to watch on the slow-mo. You can see both rounds going off, and best of all, no gas escaped out the back.
There you go.
The chronograph is reading 259 meters a second, or 600 miles per hour, which seems way too fast. Maybe that was the speed of the gas escaping around the hammer, but I'm just going to say it's a success. 10 times faster than my foot. Now I need to make the boot for that foot. And I'm going to use this one. This is a very special soccer shoe to me.
Why would you not get new shoes?
When I was 5 years old, and I played every season of soccer with them. At first, I wasn't very good, but eventually, last year, I grew into my shoes, and now I'm alright.
Dude, those things are like size 14s.
And I started by bending this piece until it fit around the shoe, and then welded it to this plate. Then I welded this piece on top, and then welded on some spikes. And now, if I stop now, I just have a great way to climb trees.
How are you going to get it out of the tree?
Then I need to work out how I'm actually attaching the device to the shoe, which is why I decided to cut off these tabs that I spent so long making, and instead use this linear sliding rail, which will save me some space and weight. Then I attached a stopper at the end. So hopefully, when the front of this makes contact with the ball, it slides back, hitting the stopper at the end, which will push in the firing pin, setting off the blanks, which will shoot the hammer out of the end. But I don't know if this change will work, so I tested it out.
Oh, it works. Damn.
Nice. Okay, now I can put it on the boot. So I permanently welded it on.
You don't even need a shoe, just wear that.
I have no idea if just the impact of the soft soccer ball will be enough to actually set off the rounds, which is something I really should have planned for a little bit more. Same with my life, although my online business was easy to run and more organized. Why is this guy always the sponsor of today's video, Odoo? Thanks to Odoo, you've got an all-in-one map.
Okay, we're gonna skip this. Go check out Odoo for IdidAThing so you can make more videos like this. But dude, what is it my guy wearing?
For free with Odoo. All right, back to testing the boot.
Oh no. When you have to use an engine jack, this can't be good. Oh my god. He's taping the soccer ball. What in the jerry rig is this? You need more force.
And
dude,
I
moving the whole
tried
machine.
For days to get this to work, making changes to the ball pressure.
No way you're trying to blow into the socket of the air hole for the ball. No way we're doing that. My guy, you gotta get a pump. It ain't a beach ball.
The placement of the ball. I even changed to a basketball.
A basketball?
I glued a piece of metal to the ball.
No way. And it came right off.
I even welded up a brand new frame to hold the ball better and swing the boot harder, but
that's what I thought you needed to do. Damn.
And after 30 or so mishits, I finally got it working.
Oh no.
That was with the soccer ball. Yeah.
Huh.
Okay, it was a very, very simple solution, which is really good.
Well, I thought I did until I watched the slow-mo. And on that attempt, I had the carriage loose, and just the momentum of the swinging leg set the round off before it contacted the ball. So I tried
it didn't look powerful.
Success. And I think there are two problems. The impact on the ball on the front of the hammer is not transferring into the rounds, which is weird because if there's a gap on the carriage, it's able to get a run up and then it is enough. And also the firing pins are not very good. So I abandoned all my hard work making this T-slot firing pin and just put some welds on the back and then sharpen those into points, which will squish the rounds.
Didn't you do that for the other one as well?
But it still didn't work. But then I started thinking about that shot that did work when the carriage slammed back into the firing pins. And I thought there would be no difference if the ball hits the hammer with the carriage already resting on the firing pins compared to a loose carriage. But there obviously is. So I'm going to try something janky and put a toothpick in the rail here, which will keep the carriage away from the block, but then hopefully the impact of the ball will snap it, shooting the carriage back into the firing pins.
Ah. And that was better. It was better.
And he opened the door and the ball almost bounced out. That was awesome.
And that looked great until I watched the slow-mo.
Oh no.
And I got another premature ejaculation. But at least I managed to do a trick shot while having it.
Damn. I'm like, it looked pretty good.
So I upgraded the toothpick
to a bamboo
skewer and gave that a go.
I think that worked. It looked better.
and I finally got it to work.
Damn, it did work.
And the chronograph told
sick.
me it was going at 28 meters a second or 110 kilometers per hour. The exact same reading my foot got. So it looks like it's time to put it on my foot and see if I can beat that. But before I do, I'm going to use someone else's leg.
Dude,
which I
not
put
again
the
with
boots
these fake
in.
legs.
So that way I can see if the recoil will just shatter my shin bone. And
Okay.
while I'm doing all this and mucking around with blanks, I'm obviously being safe and I'm always keeping it unloaded while putting the shoe on and clamping the slippery bone into the vise. Which is why I don't have a hammer-shaped dent in my knee from when it didn't misfire when it slipped out of the vise and slammed into the
No
floor.
way you left it on and we're trying to do this, bro.
So after letting my hearing recover, I decided I am not going to test it on the cow leg bone, as it's way thicker than my leg, so it wouldn't even be an accurate safety test. But I am going to try one more thing to make it go even faster, which
Okay.
might just destroy it. At the moment, these pistons aren't airtight in the holes, but I can put wadding down there to make it move a lot faster. So
Okay.
I put these in, which should make an airtight seal.
Oh, damn. Okay. It worked again.
And that was a lot louder and blew the whole thing up,
Oh, the ball bearings came out.
and didn't even give me a faster speed. So I tried again.
And the ball's gone.
Completely deflated.
And I popped the ball, and I also bent the square tube, which is
Oh my
really
God,
good
look
to
at that
know,
thing. That
as
thing's
my shin
curved
bone
now.
Definitely wouldn't survive a blast like that, but at least the boot is working. Is it legal to use on a soccer field?
Probably
No.
not.
Is it legal anywhere in the world?
Hey, Mark. Yeah. No, I just wanted a bit of legal advice because I've essentially made a shoe with a gun on the bottom.
But it does look pretty cool.
Dude. This guy.
So now I still want to beat the fastest kick ever, but I'm also
Okay.
trying to beat the record for longest goal in soccer, which is
Okay.
96 meters, which is why I put this goal 97 meters away. Also, I
Okay.
didn't bring batteries for the speed measurer, so we're mainly going for distance.
I think there is zero chance you're going to get it as that goal.
I think there is a 0 chance you can kick that far and get it into the goal.
Me? You? Or just me?
Not on the full. I don't think I can do that.
Nice! Oh, yeah?
Close
I'm
enough.
not going to get it anywhere near. He's going to fall into that hole right there.
Alright, go. Pretty good. So as long as it kicks further than that,
And that's a superhuman
Then
device.
it's a-
I'm very
That's superhuman.
am I standing in front of it? What's that look bad?
Don't stand in front of it. What is wrong with you? Imagine selling this to some of the top soccer teams in the world. Imagine selling to the Kerala Blasters.
Kerala Blasters.
It's a perfect name.
It's the perfect name. Well, we can, if it works, we can pitch it.
If it works.
It's loaded. Probably should have put this in before.
You're putting the trigger in now while it's loaded.
Okay, triggers in.
Oh my God.
Okay,
Yeah, you ready?
Yeah.
3, 2.
I did it. I feel like he's done.
Whoa! Yeah.
It actually worked pretty well. I feel like he's gonna damage his truck doing this, but I feel like that is not centered with the back of the
Oh,
truck.
yeah, that worked really well. Almost as strong as me.
And the first shot went alright. It went maybe a little bit further than my kick, but after looking at the shells, they broke at the back, so a lot of the gas escaped out the rear and not down the barrels. So I tried again with a lighter kick.
Need to not stand in front of this when I'm putting it in. Fire's out now.
I'm
Dude.
filming from. Ugh.
3, 2, 1. It's nowhere near as loud as it was.
I feel like you just need to move
the
the goal
garage.
over.
And that kick was way worse. So I'm not going to get the distance I want. So I moved the car closer, and now I'm going to take some free kicks from around 30
Oh my
meters
God.
away. And for some reason, Alexa agreed to be in the goals.
Are you ready?
Is he holding a camera while trying to save it?
3, 2, 1.
Actually, pretty good. Free kick machine. My guy didn't even have to move, and he still moved.
That was perfect.
Dude. I failed my duties as a goalie.
And that one worked really well. The ball traveled 30 meters in just over half a second, meaning the ball was traveling at like 45 meters a second, which is 160
Dude, this is a
Ks
terrifying
or
POV
100
right there,
miles per
though.
hour, which is 40 kilometers faster than David Beckham's foot when he drove his car into a pole. And it's also 3 kilometers faster than his fastest ever kick. Okay, my turn.
Okay, whenever you're ready.
Are you ready?
Dude.
3, 2, 1.
He saved it.
Hey!
Is this the same farm you used for the Beyblade guy? Or is this one
This
else?
is why I do videos.
And it's pretty inconsistent. I think it depends on if the rounds break at the back or not, and how good my wadding is. And we did a couple more shots, but it only got worse.
Oh.
2, 1. Oh. Hey!
I'd love to.
And you can pull the thing as well if you want. Okay. I want everyone in the top.
doing it.
Australia things. What a save. Actually on target for once. Dude, the sound of it is more terrifying than the ball.
Yeah.
And overall, this shoe did alright. It's probably slightly worse than my normal foot kicking a soccer ball.
Oh my god. Now go get it.
Also, if there are any cops watching this video, this whole thing was just a dream.
This guy in his memes, bro, and his jokes.
Thank you so much for watching. If you like that, please subscribe and check out some of my other stuff.
Dude, I feel like he just needs to refine his ideas and they'd be amazing. Like, this is such a cool concept, but dude, like this, if you just tweak the firing, I feel like it'd be insane, no? Or maybe you find a different way to like launch it. Because I don't know if that's the best way to do it, but either way, his concept was so sick. Yeah, we'll have to check out more of his stuff like this. Dude, he's done the pool stick, the hammer, and now a shoe like a 50 caliber, like using the rounds like that. Surprisingly, he did less damage to his house this time. And he was more trying to figure out what he was doing wrong with the rounds going on, not going off, and it falling out. But either way, cool idea. I just wish, dude, it's refined it a little bit. I feel like it'd be insane. Let me know what you guys think of this. Let me know. Do you guys think he should revisit some of these ideas? Because like the Beyblade, he refined it until he got it to actually work like a Beyblade. I feel like he should refine some of these ideas until he gets them working like how he wants them. I feel like that'd be sick. But either way, we're checking out more of his stuff next week. Let me know if there's any other videos of his that I should react to, or I'll just pick something that I think is interesting. And yeah, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.